Now, joining us with more on the Chinese market is Gabriel Gondard, Deputy Chief Investment Officer with Fortune SGAM Fund Management in Shanghai. Gabes, welcome to the trade. Chinese stocks on its longest winning streak in 4 months, up for a 6-day. Can this momentum continue?
Good morning, yes, Linda. Momentum can continue in this Chinese market for a while, definitely. This is going to be up to the liquidity management by the authorities and the central bank. We've been seeing a lot of liquidity flowing into this market during the first 2 quarters of this year. We had some stabilization and some profit taking during the first part of the third quarter. So what's going to happen in the last quarter is going to be up to this liquidity management. So far, we don't see any significant change in this policy, but people and investors in the market itself start talking about what's going to happen within the upcoming 2 quarters about the liquidity management.
If you take a look at the PE ratio, Shanghai stocks, the most expensive in Asia ex-Japan, is it too late for investors to jump in, or should they wait for another correction? What should they be doing?
So, as a reminder, domestic mainland Chinese market has always to be regarded, especially in terms of valuation, compared to themselves in the past, and not to probably other markets. It's a closed market. There's no arbitrage in and out. They are running using their own valuation standards, definitely. But even though today, and even though we've seen 27% backdrop in this market in August, then today the market is definitely not cheap. After that, it depends on which sector you're looking at. But generally speaking, the market is not cheap. And it is being sustained today on the short term only by the liquidity aspect.
So what should people do? Wait for further correction before jumping in?
Well, it depends. What kind of investment horizon you have today. If you are a very short-term player, I would say that you can still probably make some money within the upcoming weeks or months in this market. If you're a long-term player, you cannot avoid investing in this market, because this is where they say the sustained growth is gonna take place in the long run. I would say the dangerous area is that in case you are a mid-term investor and you are looking to get out of this market early next year, then the environment is probably not that safe, I would say.
We just showed some of the sectors that you like. They include healthcare as well as utilities. What kind of returns are you expecting from these sectors?
Well, it's very difficult to specify, to figure out exactly what kind of specific performance you're going to get investing in a Chinese domestic market, which are quite volatile. But definitely healthcare and utilities, we favor these 2 sectors. Healthcare, it's definitely enjoying, the whole sector is enjoying good margins today. It's enjoying significant and steady government policy support for the upcoming years, and it's enjoying reasonable valuation compared to the rest of the market. Utilities, for this sector, we are just following the trend and following the upcoming power generation data, which are going to be probably very favorable to this sector. On the other hand, we used to be favoring metals and mining. We do not anymore because of valuation aspects, because of the recent trend, and because they rely a lot. This sector rely a lot on fixed asset investment, and probably we're going to have fixed asset investment pacing down a little bit in China within the upcoming month.
Gabe, U.S. customers are cutting down debt. We had that report earlier. The U.S. being the world's biggest export market, what implications are there for China and the rest of Asia?
Well, the good news these days is definitely coming from the export side. We see they are starting to pick up a bit, and this is a great relief for the other 2 components of the GDP growth in China, domestic investment and domestic consumption. I would say that seeing these exports is picking up slowly, but still picking up. It's a very good news for the environment in China here.
Okay, Gabriel Gondard, Fortune SGAM Fund Management in Shanghai. Thank you so much for your insights today.